There comes a moment in life that arrives without warning. It doesn't shout. It doesn't announce itself. It simply whispers a truth you can no longer ignore. Some people are not meant to walk with you forever, and that realization can feel like loss, like failure, like something breaking inside you. But what if letting go is not the end of your strength? What if it is the beginning of it? Being honest in this world will not always make you popular. It may even cost you certain relationships. But honesty has a quiet power. It clears space, it filters people. It leaves you with those who can stand with the real version of you, not the performance. Most people are not thinking about you as much as you imagine. They are thinking about their own fears, their own struggles, their own unfinished business. When you stop carrying the weight of others' opinions, your shoulders finally relax. Your breath deepens. Your mind becomes clearer. People change. Not slowly, not politely. Sometimes suddenly, sometimes painfully. The friend who once knew everything about you can one day become a stranger you barely recognize. That doesn't mean the connection was fake. It means it served its purpose. And now it is complete. Learning to be content on your own is not loneliness. It is freedom. It is the ability to sit with yourself without needing distraction, approval, or validation. It is the realization that your peace does not depend on someone else staying. Needing another person to feel whole makes you fragile. It hands your happiness to someone who may not know how to protect it. When you build your life around your own values, your own growth, your own sense of purpose, you become steady, unshakable. There is wisdom in keeping certain things private. Not everything needs an audience. Goals spoken too early can lose their power. Progress, quietly built, has a way of sustaining motivation far longer than applause ever could. Solitude is not something to fear. It is where clarity lives. It is where you hear your own voice again, uninterrupted. It is where you learn responsibility without losing humility. Some decisions should never be made in moments of emotional intensity. Anger fades, fear softens, desire changes shape, but consequences remain. Change itself is not a threat. It is an invitation, an opening to a life that fits you better than the one you have outgrown. Expect more from yourself than from the world. Hope alone does not move mountains. Wishing does not rewrite habits. Only decisions followed by effort do that. Honesty is rare, and rare things should never be expected from people who have not earned your trust. Protect your standards without becoming bitter. Love yourself with the same loyalty you offer others. Good judgment is not something you are born with. It is built, often painfully. Through mistakes that teach lessons no advice ever could. So do not shame yourself for missteps. Just make sure you learn from them. If something requires you to lie later, it is already asking too much of you now. Your parents, imperfect as they are, were right more often than you realize. Experience is a form of education no degree can replace. Disrespecting wisdom because it comes from humble sources only delays your own growth. Overthinking quietly erodes peace. It twists neutral moments into threats. It magnifies uncertainty until it feels unbearable. Before reacting, ask yourself one simple question. Will this matter in 10 years? If the answer is no, let it pass. True friendship reveals itself not in praise to your face, but in respect behind your back. Those who are honest with you, even when it's uncomfortable, are rare. Those who agree with everything you say are not always allies. Trying to belong everywhere often means standing nowhere. Listening more than you speak is not weakness. It is awareness. Change is unavoidable. Resisting it only creates suffering. You can cut flowers, but spring will still arrive. Life moves forward whether you are ready or not. When someone walks away from your life, it hurts. But not everyone who leaves is a loss. Some departures are protection in disguise. Some endings save you from futures you were never meant to live. If someone constantly pulls you down, it is often because you remind them of what they are unwilling to become. Do not let their limitations define your ceiling. Promises matter, even when they seem small, especially then. What means little to you may mean everything to someone else. Returning to what once broke you rarely brings healing. Growth does not move backward, it builds forward. Your purpose is not something you find lying around waiting. It is something you create, through meaning, through action, through commitment. Life can change in a single moment. A phone call, a decision, an ending. That is why gratitude is not naive. It is necessary. Every new experience strengthens you. Every challenge adds depth. The mind shapes the life you experience. Chasing happiness as a destination often leads to disappointment. Happiness is not somewhere you arrive, it is something you practice. The present moment is all you truly own. What you do with it matters more than any regret or fear. Seek advice, but choose your teachers carefully. Not all voices deserve access to your decisions. Pride is subtle. It disguises itself as strength, but removing pride makes room for growth. Gratitude sharpens your vision. It reveals beauty where bitterness once lived. Life becomes lighter when appreciation replaces entitlement. Success is not measured by what you own. It is measured by how well you use what you have. Fear holds more people back than failure ever will. Learn to recognize it. Learn to manage it. Learn not to obey it. You cannot rewrite the past, but you can decide how it shapes you. Anger does not heal mistakes. Responsibility does. Your story belongs to you. Not everyone deserves to hear it. Some people will misunderstand it. Others may weaponize it. Protect your narrative. If you waste today mourning what is not working, tomorrow will carry the same weight. Progress requires presence. Sometimes the world tries to tell you who you are. If you never pause to listen inward, you may believe it. Life rarely follows plans, and that is often its greatest gift. People are rarely for or against you. They are simply for themselves. What is ahead can be better than what you left behind. Walking away is not weakness. Ending relationships is not cruelty. Sometimes it is self-respect. You are stronger than you realize. No one will care for your well-being the way you can. Once you face your fears, your conviction becomes unbreakable. Great transformations often rise from suffering. Not everyone you meet is meant to stay. Not everyone has a role in your future. You cannot control others. You can only control your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Trying to change people almost never works. Changing yourself always does. Hard times shape ordinary people into extraordinary ones. Direction often appears when you stop fighting change and allow it to guide you. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think. Letting go is not giving up, it is choosing yourself. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe for more reflections like this. Thank you for spending this time with me. I wish you clarity, courage, and peace on your journey forward.